The old man built. The old man built.
United States Patent Office. Nikola Tesla of New York. Apparatus for producing electric currents of high frequency. Specification forming part of letters patent number 577,670, dated February 23, 1897. Application filed September 3, 1896. Serial number 604,723. To all whom it may concern, be it known that I, Nikola Tesla, a citizen of the United States, residing at New York, in the county and state of New York, have invented certain new and useful improvements in apparatus for producing electric currents of high frequency, of which the following is a specification, reference being had to the drawings accompanying and forming a part of the same. The apparatus for converting electric currents of ordinary character into those of high frequency, which I have heretofore shown and described in applications for letters patent, has usually comprised a condenser and a circuit controller operated by a suitable motive device and acting to alternately charge the condenser from a suitable source of supply and discharge it through a circuit of such character as to render the discharge one of very high frequency. For many purposes, it has been found advantageous to construct the circuit controller with insulating and conducting segments of equal length, so that the condenser is connected with its discharge circuit during one half of the time only. It follows from this that the working circuit, or that in which the high-frequency currents are developed in form for practical application, receives such currents during only one half the time. For certain purposes, it is desirable for economical operation that there should be no cessation of the flow of such currents, and my present improvements have been devised with the object of increasing the output of a given apparatus by providing means by which, without material additions to or complication of such apparatus, high-frequency currents may be produced thereby continuously or without periods of rest. Broadly stated, the improvement consists in the combination of two condensers with a circuit controller of such character and so operated by a single motive device as to charge and discharge said condensers alternately, whereby one will be discharging while the other is being charged, and conversely. In the drawings hereto annexed, Figure 1 is a diagrammatic illustration of the arrangement and circuit connections of the invention. Figure 2 is a sectional view of a part of the commutator employed, and Figure 3 is a diagram similar to that of Figure 1, illustrative of a modified embodiment of the invention. Let AB designate the two conductors of any circuit from which the energy is derived that is to be converted into a current of high frequency. C is a circuit controller or commutator, a portion only for convenience being shown in the figures. It is designed to be rotated by any suitable motive device, of which, however, the shaft D only is shown, and its plan of construction is as follows. The letters CC designate two metal heads or castings with projecting portions DD, which, when the two heads are brought together and secured to a hub or shaft, intermesh, as shown in the drawings. The spaces between two adjacent projections or bars DD are equal in R to the width of one of said bars and are filled in with blocks E, preferably of metal, insulated from the other conducting portions of the device. By the interposition of mica or other suitable insulating material, the two heads or castings CC are insulated from each other. Upon the periphery of this commutator bear three brushes, GGY, the two former resting upon the continuous metallic portions of the two heads, respectively, the latter being in position to bear upon the projections DD and blocks E alternately. In order that the brushes may be capable of carrying any current which the operation of the apparatus may demand, they are made of large cross-section, the brush H being approximately equal in width to one of the projections or segments DD, or to the space between adjacent segments, so that in passing from one it comes into contact with the next. The brush 2 is connected to the main B through a primary coil K of low self-induction in inductive relation to a secondary L, which constitutes the ultimate source of the current of high frequency, which the apparatus is designed to develop and which feeds a circuit containing vacuum tubes M, single-terminal lamps M, or other suitable devices. The brushes GG are connected with the main B through condensers NN, respectively, and to the main A through self-induction or choking coils OO, these latter being used in order, that the inductive discharge of the accumulated energy therein may be taken advantage of in charging the condensers. The operation of the apparatus thus described is as follows. By the rotation of the commutator C, the brush H is caused to pass over the projections D, closing the circuits through the primary K and the two condensers alternately. These two circuits are so adjusted as to have the same capacity, self-induction, and resistance. When said brush is in electrical connection with any projection D from the part C, the circuit is closed between mains A and B through coil O, brush G, brush H, and coil K. Energy is therefore accumulated in the coil O. At the same time, the condenser NN is short-circuited through the brush G, brush H, and coil K, and discharges through this circuit the energy stored in it, the discharge being in the form of a series of impulses which induce in the secondary FL corresponding impulses of high potential. When brush H breaks the circuit through coil O, the high potential discharge or kick from the latter rushes into and recharges the condenser N. But as soon as the brushed second has passed over the intervening block E and reached the next segment, D, it closes the circuit through coil O and short-circuits the condenser N, so that high-frequency currents from either one or the other of the two condensers are flowing through the primary K practically without interruption. Thus, without increasing the size or power of the motive device or complicating in any material degree the commutator, these devices are made to perform double duty, and the output of the apparatus as a whole greatly increased. In Figure 3, I have illustrated a modified form of commutator for this apparatus, which comprises a disc E of metal but insulated from its shaft. The periphery of this disc is divided into conducting and insulated segments by the insertion therein of insulated metal blocks ACDEF. The circumferential width of these blocks is 3 times that of the conducting segments F. A brush F bears upon a continuous metallic portion of the disc, or upon a continuous ring in electrical connection with the segments found, is connected with one terminal of the primary K brushes F for size, bear upon the periphery of the disc E, and are connected to the main B through the two condensers, respectively. These brushes are capable of angular adjustment, so that they may be set to bear upon the disc at any two desired points. From the explanation of the operation already given, it is evident that when the two brushes F are set so that one leaves a segment F at the instant that the other comes in contact with a segment of, the effect in charging and discharging the condensers is the same as in the previous instance. The capability of varying the relations of the brushes, however, which this form possesses, has the advantage of permitting not only an alternate charging and discharge of the condensers, but their simultaneous charging and discharge in multiple R, whereby the frequency of the current of discharge is reduced. Of it is also evident that all phase differences in the charging and discharging of the condensers may in like manner be secured and the frequency varied within wide limits. Of course, the same motor and circuit controller might be made to charge more than two condensers in succession and to discharge them in the same order. What I claim is 1. The combination with a source of electric energy of a plurality of condensers and a discharge circuit, therefore, a motive device and a circuit controller operated thereby and adapted to direct the energy of the source into the condensers and connect them with the discharge circuit successively and in alternation, as set forth. 2. The combination with a source of electric energy of a motive device, two condensers, a circuit controller adapted to direct the energy of the source alternately into the said condensers, and a discharge circuit through which, by the operation of said circuit controller, one condenser discharges while the other is being charged as set forth. Witnesses: Nikola Tesla, M. Lawson Dyer, Drury W. Cooper.
I wanted to thank everybody for watching today. If you like this kind of content, we do a live show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on YouTube, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the main channel. The link will be in the description. Please join us, get in the chat, and have some fun. With all that said, hit the music.
The old man built. The old man built. The old man built. The old man built.
The old man builds is broken in the head. People not seeing reality has put them in the red. Where conscious and spirituality been stricken from the norm and replaced with the ignorance of basic magnetic form. The geometry of God keeps running through his head. That's what makes old man builds broken in the head. The old man builds. The old man builds. gears of destiny are spinning in his mind, making him travel back and forth in time, battling the establishment for just a little recognition. Has him forcing the world to understand his premonition, that world will have all the technology in the end, even if it means his life will fail to instead. The old man builds. The old man builds. The old man